right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas, knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. So more than 15 years, the gap in age between these two fighters, with big differences in height and reach. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 199 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, presenting the challenger, Super. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Hong Kong. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Lee.
This is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times, and a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back to the corner, come out fight. You ready?
All right, so we got two classically trained strikers here. Any chance this fight actually goes through?
This fight does not go to the ground. This one will be fought in the pocket. Two guys will stand in front of each other. They will trade punches. They will trade kicks. It's going to be a classic matchup that you normally see inside of a ring. We get it in the octagon tonight.
Lands a big right hand early.
Look at him drive his chin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Punch is blocked. How good is that right hand? Well, we told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch. Well, Oh, perhaps a sign of things.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, straight right. Effective punch there by Lee.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. And he comes through with a big knee. Oh! Nice punch by Lee. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
Beautiful leg kick thrown.
Blocks that kick to the body.
Very tricky when he throws that body kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, that right hand is on point. Wow, huge head kick. Oh, straight right. Oh, big left hook there. Body kick is blocked.
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Back and forth we go.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Kick to the body by Lee. Oh, good head movement there. Nice slip. Just misses with the right.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Trying to go to the body here. Unable to find the target. He is all about that left kick to the body. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab.
Over and over, he's getting to this clinch position. Another beautiful takedown there.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Big roundhouse now, just misses.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick. You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there. Got that to the target quickly.
He's dictating the fight with a jab.
10 seconds to go. Five minutes in the books. All right, so a huge round for him there. That head kick probably would have had me out for good. The guy survives to see another round.
Yeah, but he'll go back to that. It landed so perfectly. He set it up great. He did a great job of mixing up the target early, going up high, and getting the desired result.
Okay, you ready? Round two. Ready?
Round two here. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he gonna do to follow up?
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. And he counters with a left hand. Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Ooh, big shot lands.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Able to check that kick as well. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing
Best strike he's thrown tonight.
the biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut lands.
Unable to connect it. Oh, straight right.
Big head kick lands. Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, Superman punch. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
All right, single collar tie now. All right, so once again, they will clinch, and we will see which fighter is able to advance their position from here.
Who's going to be the first one to attempt the takedown? Both of our combatants have the ability to score and secure the position. Who's going to be the one that makes the first move?
Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch. Lee gets touched by that kick there. 10 seconds remain in round two. All right, so a nice straight punch there after he caught the leg. He decides to punch out as opposed to going for any takedown. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Block that kick to the body. Man, look at the redness now, almost immediately on the right side of his body. Oh, that's the fight thus far. How's his opponent still stand?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's gonna be over very soon.
Oh, beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there. Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Ooh, what a punch.
Back and forth we go here. Nice counter punch there. Again, we talked about the reach advantage off the top of the show. Certainly paid dividends for him there. And he landed the right hand there. Just unable to quite find that range.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Throws the right hand there. Nice punch there by Lee. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity.
Bone on bone as the head kick lands flush.
He better get those hands up or he's gonna put him to sleep. I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Like he must swing and a miss by Lee. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
And they settle. Telegraph that spinning back fist.
Big kick land.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. He lands flush with that right hand. Nice job landing the double jab there, DC.
I mean, you are definitely pressing that one. You love that one, don't you? You love that jab. Powerful leg kick lands. Nice body kick. Just grabbing the back of the head, pulling forward on the head, and then landing those beautiful punches. Really's got his opponent on notice here. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Just missed with the left there. Oh, another strike to the body. Not a lot of real estate there, but he found it.
Straight punch lands. Real sneaky body kicks.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Lee going with the kick to the body. He's an outstanding kicker, but that attempt missed.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Takedown attempt late, and it's good.
guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's attacking armbar now.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit taller.
You got to check these low leg kicks.
Oh, man, hates to be hit with one of those knees to the body. Oh! Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee. He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Good punch.
Oh, swing and a miss on the counter.
That was lightning fast, that right hand. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Massive good plan, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Great punch.
Looks like his leg, you can even see him limping a little bit. Just over 3 minutes to go. Misses with the right hand.
Left hand punch from the clinch. That one snuck in. Nice.
Try to establish that jab. Oh, and yet another knee finds the target. So a huge moment here. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Right hand upstairs. How about that shin?
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yeah. Just out of range with that kick attempt. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Looking to establish the jab here. Nicely done by Lee.
And you hear the crowd react every time they come together because they understand the power that these guys are striking with.
Nice punch by Lee. Went for the inside leg kick.
Look at the control and the posture as that big knee lands. Leg kick.
lands a glancing right hand upstairs. Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss.
Oh, that was nice, John. That was nice. What a takedown attempt.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Great punch landed with so much power.
All right, let's get you a replay from that previous round. It was the big knockdown courtesy of that kick that nearly closed the show for good.
It almost closed the show, but nothing's more discouraging than when you get somebody hurt that bad and you don't shut the door. He has to go back to work now knowing that he's got about as tough a guy as he's ever had in front of him in the octagon tonight.
Losing this fight, but we have one round to turn it around. I need you to push the pace on this guy. Fight like you've never fought before. This is it.
All right, next round getting underway here, and both fighters still look pretty fresh to me. Clearly, DC, they put in the right work when it came to the cardio during training.
They both have reputation for vast cardio. You see in the training that they do at their gyms that cardio is key, and you watch it in the way that these two fighters perform. What a fun.
Just missed with the straight left hand. Beautiful right punch, follows it up with the left. Just misses with the jab there. Well, he's got the kicking game going tonight, lands another one there.
A beautiful kick, and all I can think of, better him than me.
They continue to exchange. Went for the inside leg kick.
Big leg kick lands.
Oh, big knee to the body. How'd he get that one home? Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand. Oh, a nice straight punch there to his opponent, and he lands it just after catching the leg. So clearly, he is starting to find his timing, not just offensively, but defensively as well. Very good read there. Oh, collar tie. Whoa! Oh, he might be out.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Right hand upstairs. Three minutes now to go to decide this one.
Still nice body kick lands.
All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
You gotta go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You gotta throw everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not gonna win this fight.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton, and to watch his punch like this puts a smile on my face. Look. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Misses with that punch. His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know, they still haven't found out how Overeem's head is.
Oh, misses with the jab. Oh! Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fight at your pace. Punch over the top. Beautiful body kick.
Just misses there with the left. 30 seconds now to go in the fight. Well, one got through. That kick was blocked.
Didn't like that right there. Dude's hurt. Serve him up.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Wow! Wow! What a performance!
Well, and that's the type of aggressiveness and execution that is going to endear you to UFC President Dana White, to the matchmakers. Make sure you keep it out of the judge's hands, and that's exactly what he did here tonight. A huge shot landed clean. Clearly his opponent was hurt very badly, and ultimately the finish came right then and there. Outstanding execution down the stretch tonight. So the celebration is on for the UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet, and your winner, yes, by knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Leonis calling stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world,
All right, so we got a new UFC heavyweight champion, and potentially a star is born tonight, DC.
He is the type of guy that makes people want to tune in. He is the type of guy that you know excitement will happen when you watch him. And tonight he becomes a star and a massive draw for the UFC.